Good morning, good morning. Happy Friday. I trust that you are all doing really well and that you had a good evening, well rested for this day and ready to just knock it out of the park. It is the weekend, so that means maybe you're going to rest, maybe you're going to take it easy, maybe you have an action-packed weekend, maybe you have children and they have activities at school, or maybe you have matrics and they are busy preparing for exams. I don't know what it is, but I do know that this is the day that the Lord has made and we will rejoice and be glad in it. My reflection today is limiting beliefs, and we all have them, and it is something that we all have to just press through and just smash it and level up in our lives. We put a ceiling on what we can achieve, and so we have to change that. And the only way to change that is to change the way that you think about it. And so today I want to give you some tools that you can use to actually change that, to address the things that is limiting you. So you have to look at your life and you have to ask yourself, a couple of questions. A lot of us say that we want certain things in our lives, and some of it includes, financial freedom. You want to be debt free. You want to have time freedom. But we're not willing to do what it takes to achieve that. And here's why. Because we've been programmed to just think a certain way. And so as moms, I want to encourage you, moms and dads, especially when your babies are still young, speak life into them, like truly faith into them, that they can do all things. Whatever they put their mind to, they can achieve. Number one, the Word of God says that. But if they never hear that from you, they're not going to believe it. And so I want to encourage you to tell your children that you can do all things. I'm saying as a baby, because as a baby, they don't reject anything. Whereas they grow older, they become to reject certain things. So if you don't make them used to hearing those kind of words, life-giving words, they are more likely to not 100% accept it as they grow up, because what their natural thing is to fall back on is, I can't, don't do that, stop it. And I do know you need to discipline your children and you need to guide them, but we have to choose our words better. And so I want you to ask yourself, what are you truly committed to? Are you committed to freedom, or are you committed to suffering? Because we choose whether our circumstances make us suffer or whether we're going to conquer it. And the difference is a decision. And too many people are indecisive. They can't make a decision. They want to lose weight, but they don't want to drink the water. They want to lose weight, but they don't want to get active. They want to lose weight, but they don't want to stop eating the chocolates. They don't want to stop drinking alcohol every single day. They don't want to make changes. They want the result, but they don't want the work that goes with it. And so I want you to just look at your life, do it today, do it over the weekend, whenever you have time, and just think on this. What is your limiting beliefs? Because as soon as you address it, you can reject it and you can replace it. But you have to make that decision that is something that you're going to do. And so I'm just going to give you a couple of things. You have to think and act like the person that you want to become. You have to look at, what does that person look like? What kind of standard of living, of action does it acquire to become that person? What kind of attitude does that kind of person have? And what discipline? Because those are four things that when you conquer all four, you are going to achieve what it is that you want to achieve. You're going to achieve that goal, but you have to focus on that. You have to know exactly, what does that person look like? What is their standard of living, of working? You know, what kind of work ethic do they have? You know, what kind of attitude do they have? Is it optimistic? Is it problem solving, or is it problem creating? You know, obviously, if you want to be a better you, it's not creating problems, but solving problems. And then the last one is, what kind of discipline does it take to achieve that? Now, for me personally, I had to put a couple of things in place for me, because I'm looking after my health. So I am drinking my water. Yes, it says 7 a.m. and I haven't had anything and it's almost 9 a.m. I, every morning, go to the gym, different bottle, 500 mils of water, and I drink that. So I have this thing that in the morning I go work out, whether it is for 25 minutes, whether it's for an hour, but I do the work and I show up. It's a discipline that I'm adopting, because the image that I have of myself is different from where I am right now. And I'm willing to put in the work. I'm willing to make the changes. I have my coffee here as well. Yes. But we have challenged ourselves for a sugar-free September. So I have no sugar in it. I'm nervous in tasting it. But that's okay, because I am going to make that sacrifice. It's a new discipline. And I'm going to reap the rewards. But are you willing to do these little things to actually challenge the limiting beliefs that you have? Because here's the thing. I just said that I have my coffee here. I want to drink it, but there's no sugar in it. A limiting belief is, oh, this isn't going to taste nice. A limiting belief is, I'm not going to be able to do it. A limiting belief is, I'm going to cave and I'm going to have sugar. But if that's what you're already telling yourself, you're already setting yourself up for failure. So I want to encourage you, change that about yourself. Change the way that you think and change the way that you are seeing things. Yes, Deneo, thank you. Yes, I decree it, that it's going to taste fantastic, and I'm going to get used to it. And here's the thing. For years, I drank my coffee black. I didn't even add milk. And that was a habit that I created over a 1-month period in the gym with a trainer. It's a mindset. And you have to change the way that you're thinking and the way that you see these things. And so I want to truly, truly challenge you that either during the course of this day or during this weekend, write down all of the limiting beliefs that you have on yourself. What limiting beliefs do you have? I don't know what your goal is. You know. So write your goal at the top and then write down all the limiting beliefs that pops into your mind that's going to stop you from achieving that. Write it down so that you can see it. And then what I want you to do is I want you to take that paper and I want you to rip it up. Just rip it up as small as you can and throw it away. There's something liberating about physically writing something down and then just tearing it up and throwing it away. It's like a release. So many people hold on to things in the past. You know, oh, this is my first love letter. Oh, this is my first this. And it's just all of these things that you hold on to and you never release it. I'm not saying go throw away your memory boxes, but don't hold on to it that way. It's limiting you. You know, maybe it's that, you know, this was my very first time that I made this target and now you're stuck there because that's all you're seeing, that's all you're thinking, and you're not pushing yourself further. So write down what your goal is and then write down every single thing that pops into your head that is limiting you from achieving that. It doesn't matter how small it might be. You might think, oh, that's trivial. It doesn't matter. It matters. Write it down. I don't care if it's 1 page or 5 pages. All your limiting beliefs, go write it down, tear it up, rip it up proper, and then throw it away. And then take another page. And then I want you to write your goal at the top. And underneath it, you write down the script for your life. What kind of image does it take for you to achieve that? What kind of standard of work ethics, of action does it take for me to achieve this? And don't write it in if I. It is, I am doing a workout every single day. I am drinking my water every single day. I am contacting so many people every day. I don't care what it is. You write it down in the present tense as you are doing this. This is you doing it. And then also write down, what kind of attitude do you have towards it? What kind of attitude do you have towards achieving your goal? What feeling does it create? I'm so happy and grateful that I paid off all my debt in 90 days. I'm so happy and grateful that I was able to pay for my children's tour fees or tuition fees, whatever it is. You write it down in the tense that it's already done. You've achieved it. Not I did, but I am. I am doing this. I am busy succeeding at my goals. And then the last one is remember that it is image. Make sure that you have in it, what is the image that you want to portray to get there? What is the standard? What is the attitude? And what disciplines do you have to have in place to achieve it? And have that in front of you. It doesn't have to be long. It doesn't have to be complicated. Keep it simple. But make sure that the beliefs that you wrote down, that none of them just seep in there again. Stop limiting yourself. You were created for greatness. You were created to achieve amazing things. You can do everything that you put your mind to. You just have to take that step. You have to remove that glass ceiling and just say, okay, I'm going to do this. Because it's not through your own power. It's through God. He's already placed everything inside of you to achieve your goals, to live your purpose to the full. But you have to take that step and you have to be obedient to it and you have to surrender and you have to be disciplined. You have to be disciplined. That is one of the biggest things that people struggle with, is being consistent in doing the work. You have to be consistent. So stop making excuses, get in the moment, have that feeling of achievement and acknowledge how you're going to feel once you just blow those limiting beliefs out of the water. Once you walk in exactly everything that it is that you've wanted to do. But be clear. Don't let limiting beliefs stop you. Write them down, rip them up, and throw them away. And then walk boldly towards your goal. Do it over and over and over and over. Walk every day in the plan that you have to achieve what it is that you want to achieve. Don't stop. Keep moving, keep working, and you will achieve it. Listen, have a beautiful and a blessed day. I will see you all again on Monday for reflections. Enjoy your weekend. Stay safe. Be blessed. And remember, make memories and no limiting beliefs. Be blessed.